Gotta be, huh?
Yeah.
Got it? Got it?
Yeah. This one's short line, you just net it with the board. Doing a little bit of trolling here. We got one on. We'll come right past you. This is off.
Sweet! Just marked that one on the side everything. So Donnie, that one's out there. I don't know if that board's too far.
Yeah.
Zit, zit.
Grabbed the rod butt, gave it a little pull, and she ate it.
Well, Brad, I'm glad you brought the headlock.
I think we've seen this bait before. Supernatural.
Just a couple times.
And we got a muskie in the bag.
Thank you, Duff.
Welcome back to Mayhem's 10,000 casts.
Sweet. First fish of the night.
Yeah, doing a little night trolling here just after the full moon.
12-inch headlock.
Let's see if we can get another one. All right, let's go get another one.
Marked a few more. That's the first one to bit. Had a couple follows. I'm excited though. There's a couple big ones in this area. I got a 51 doing this, I don't know, like last week. So I think Donnie needs to get a bigger one.
Probably a bigger one. Let's go. Oh, we just got that fish on a 12-inch headlock, so it makes sense to put out another 12-inch headlock. Do a little bait change and go back over them.
This one's even got the show's name on it, 10,000 Cats.
Gotta be a good one then, right?
Duff wrote that one good. I don't know, I just had him make me this one. I got it literally last week. It's already got a couple follows on it, so. Very similar to the one we catch all of our fish on, but this one's got blue belly and a blue top. So. See if it gets bit.
Run our line counter so we can duplicate what we caught on. Using these offshore planer boards, that way we can set our depth and get the bait away from the boat. Great tool for trolling.
Now I'm going to keep my albino Cisco Team Rhino Custom matlock out. So I caught them on the other night. I should eat it again tonight. Pretty similar conditions. I do not have a line counter. Thank you, Live Scope. I can see how deep my bait's running. Right there. About 7.5, 8 feet. Probably won't get bent unless I put it like 7 3/4. Then I'll get bent. Back at it. So you see here we're trolling this. A lot of sand, not many weeds on this spot right here, but right there is a fish sitting. So now what I'm going to do is, on my map, I just dropped a waypoint. Typically I don't do that, but this nighttime stuff where I can't tell where I'm at. I drop a waypoint, that fish is, mine's backwards, so it's actually over here. So now I'm going to swing around and try to run right over top of that fish, because we did not get a bait in front of that fish the first pass. So now the second pass, hopefully we can go right over and catch her. And that one looks like a pretty good one. Sitting right in the sand, right on the edge of the weeds.
Well, fish number 2. Took a little while, but we got it going, so. All right, let's see if we can get this one in the bag. Ready there. Okay. Here we go.
Nice.
Sweet. Very good. Number 2, night trolling. An effective way to fish, that's for sure. Awesome. All right. Awesome, awesome. It's always fun when it's at dark and we're getting fish trolling. Something a little bit different. This is the 1st of October. It's not normally your trolling type season for us, but guess what? We're doing something new. Short line trolling up on top of flats, just above the weeds. And it's paying off. We got 2 in the bag so far tonight. Awesome work. All right, Team Rhino Outdoors, 10-inch matlock and albino Cisco. Getting some work done tonight. Awesome, awesome. Again, thanks Duff. Supernatural big baits. Always gets the work done when we're doing the trolling, so super cool. Awesome color too, Jeff. All right, let's get some stuff cleaned up here and we'll lift her out of the bag for you. We're gonna lift her out of the bag, take a look at her, and get these lines back out so we can get some more. Good stuff. I'll just settle down. Trying to eat the bag. All right, another nice fish. Nothing massive or anything, but hey, we're getting some work done tonight. Using our tools, side imaging, as well as live scope. Chase marked that fish. I don't know if you heard it on the camera. Went back over it. Guess what? Here it is. Success. Let's get her back. Take her a second to wake back up. Then we got to get back to work. Here she goes. See you later. Awesome. Let's go find number 3. This is some fun stuff. Doing this thing after dark, I don't know. It's a unique little bit of process, but it works out great, and success. I mean, that's all the bottom line is that we're being successful. We're catching fish, putting fish in the boat. Good times. Hey Chase, what did we get from Team Rhino Outdoors?
Big dog, St. Croix. We got 2 offshore planer boards. leaders from Stealth Tackle. Got new braid, some Cortland, and some Bahio sunglasses.
Wait, carry.
What are you guys doing?
10-inch hex, Husky Medusa. Got a new pounder and a tube. Check out TeamRhinoOutdoors.com for all your muskie gear.
What do all Muskie Mayhem Tackle Pro Staffers have in common? Big fish pictures. Choose the brand that the pros choose. Muskie Mayhem Tackle. Let the mayhem begin.
Well, second fish of the night. We have marked a few on side imaging, not as many as I was marking the other night. But a couple, and we've had a couple follows, and that one there did not mess around. We just kind of switched over to a little bit different area. A little bit of a steeper break, and then my first pass, I ran over one as I got too close to the break, and so I redid it. Never seen that fish again. Kept going and was getting in some newer water. Seen her come shooting up out of the weeds on live scope. That one I ran right over, so I didn't see her on side imaging, but she came out of the weeds on live scope, came right up to the bait like this, and just got closer and closer, and the rod went off. The live scope is super, super cool for trolling, in my opinion. You can learn a lot from it. Like the other night, for example, tonight, they're not being extremely picky, it doesn't seem like, but the other night was a lot more flat out. And I was trolling some louder baits, and I could see they were following them. They would not eat them, so I took it off, put that albino Cisco matlock on, and I caught 2 on it that night. So they wanted something more silent that night. Tonight, same thing. They're wanting silent baits. We ran a little bit of loud baits, but not as many as the other night. So silent baits is what's working. We are going to keep going here. Got some more fish located and some more water that we haven't even touched yet. So hopefully they keep biting all night long. So we're doing this night trolling. When I let my baits out, I put the grid on, that way I can tell really where my baits are at. So right there is the 8-foot line. Baits running about 8.5, 9 feet. But at night, it's easier for my eyes to see fish, especially when we're trolling in these weeds, come out of these weeds. So I go here and turn off my grid, because now I know my baits are already at the right depth. So I don't need my grid on there, and it's just more clutter on the screen that I don't want. So now it's a lot clearer image. I can watch these fish shoot right up out of these weeds and eat these baits. And you can see here, this is what we're fishing. It kind of depends. I've been playing around with 15 to 20 foot of water and just trying to troll right up those weed edges. And it's really cool when you see one shoot out of the weeds and eat the bait like that. So hopefully we get another one. Coming right back up on the waypoint of that fish. There was 2 more right there, so we're gonna keep trolling this area. It's got some fish in it. Well, day 2, we got our rest this morning. Now we're back at it. We got a couple hours till dark. Gonna try to find some fish, hopefully catch them trolling like we did last night. And if they don't bite trolling, we're gonna waypoint them and go back and cast on them. So hopefully we can get a big one today. We got a storm rolling in tomorrow. Should be eating a little bit better than they were last night.
Quite the change from what this film shoot was actually supposed to be. We started yesterday morning at 9 o'clock thinking we were gonna do a topwater shoot. But Mother Nature had different plans. It's been crazy. This whole season, we've dealt with tons and tons of cold fronts, every film shoot that we've done. And now it's October 1st. We decide we're gonna go out and do a topwater shoot. We end up seeing a couple fish on topwater yesterday morning. Ended up losing one on a Team Rhino ball buster pacemaker. That was the end of the topwater. At 5 o'clock, we chose to go back, get Chase's boat, get set up for trolling. We love using Chase's boat with the tiller. Super cool when you're doing the shallow water trolling. Get on those weed lines and you can turn on and off of them. We're gonna start a little bit earlier today during the daylight and hopefully go into the night catching some fish. That's the game plan. When things start going south on you, you need to make some changes. We made that change yesterday at 5 o'clock. Started with the thoughts that we were gonna do the topwater. We ended up trolling. The trolling paid off last night. Hopefully it does today.
Muskie bumper, measuring fish since 2008. Muskie boards that come in 3 different sizes, left and right-handed variations. They measure accurately up to 60 inches. Stainless steel hardware, lightweight and durable, and they float. We measure your success. Find us at muskiebumper.com.
Magnum Ventures Inc., a woman-owned company, has you protected when it comes to snow, sand, and wind structural fencing products, providing residential, commercial, governmental, and Department of Transportation options for superior property and roadway protection. Proudly made in the USA, Magnum Ventures Structural Snow Fence reduces the drifting and icing of roadways, decreasing the number of accidents and the need for roadside assistance. Contact Magnum Ventures at www.magveninc.com for your project needs.
Well, we're going to try trolling a grenade for a little bit. Following the cranks, just not eating the cranks, so I'm going to give them a little bit of flash and some vibrations, see what they think. Actually going to troll a mini grenade. I don't know why I have a feeling about the mini though. I'm going to add a weight to the front just to help it stay down just a little bit. Just take a stay lock, weight. This is actually the only weight I have in the boat right now, so I'm not too picky. Right there. Shut the stay lock. Now you got weight. It also helps with weeds, and there are a lot of leaves out today too. Run down the line, hit that instead of going to your bait. Let's get this one out and get it hunting. Well, like last night, I was dropping waypoints on all the fish that we saw. That way I could keep trolling back over them and try to get them to bite. Well, today I'm doing that and they're not biting. They might bite here in a little bit right after dark. We'll give them a couple shots. They do not go on the trolling baits. We're going to crank them in. And a lot of these fish are on like a break line, so they're not super spread out. So there's a fish like there's 4 or 5 in 100 yards, and then there's 1,000 yards of no fish. So we kind of have that dialed in to where we can go back and cast, where last night it was more so a fish here, a fish there, a fish there. So we got a little bit of a good game plan going, I think. We'll troll on them a little bit after dark, and if they don't go, we're just going to go straight into casting. Right on those areas that's holding all those fish. And hopefully they eat casting. Sometimes they don't want the cranks.
We haven't done anything yet. We're 3 days past the full moon. It seems like these fish went pretty negative. We're just going back to where we had some fish come up on live scope trolling during daytime and see if they'll go at nighttime. We got a bite last night about this time and the moon just came up. What do you think, Chase?
I think they're going to bite. I always think they're going to bite though.
You always got to think they're going to bite. Otherwise you'll never catch them.
Yep. Good.
Oh my God.
Come back.
Got it.
Got the rod. Alright. Watch that one eat. Thing missed that matlock like 3 times. Finally got it though.
Nice work, man.
But it didn't take too long. Right through her beak. Nice fat little fish.
Get that bag open and them upright swimming. Another one on the Supernatural big bait. This one's 12-inch matlock. Kind of like the headlock we caught on last night, a little bit wider.
Not a big one, but a fat one. Super fat, super healthy little fish. Just run over a really big one though. This was on literally exactly the waypoint that we marked her on earlier, but we got her to bite after dark. I figured they'd go after dark. That's what they've been wanting the last couple days, especially last week and this week. Some warm fronts just helping this bite even better. So let's get this one back so we can get a bigger one. There she goes. All right, it's Donnie's turn, I think, to get a big one now. So let's get that one. We got like 4 more waypoints down through here. It'd be perfect. Back on the hunt.
Always got to put the pliers back away. I'm lucky to have them out. There's a good one.
Sweet. Wow, they really shut off on us, and just going back on the spot that we caught the fish on earlier, we've been all over the lake, and back on it. Marked on side edging. Good old hurricane gets her done again. Everybody knows I love a hurricane after dark.
And the figure 8 too.
Yeah,
good job, man.
Good to see her in the moonlight. Freaking sweet. Well, let's get her unpinned. She got that thing down the gullet. She gotta get aggressive with it. Perfect. Just where you want it. Corner of the mouth, the back hook. Front hook was T-boned, as you can see. Got me right on my outside corner of the figure 8. Can't beat it. Full moon, beginning October. Super cool to see one following you after dark. Completely dark, and I could see her like bright as day. Didn't know she ate it, but I felt weight, so I set and I got her. But get the bump board wet. Dunk her in there, floats, so you don't have to worry about dropping it and then sinking to the bottom of the lake. So I've done that. All right, let's get her out. Nice fat fish again. Better than last night's fish. There she goes. Super sweet fish. Not bad. A little bigger than I thought. Small head, but good belly. Awesome. I love a hurricane after dark. So does she. Give me a 5-incher. Sweet. Awesome. A little bit smaller than the one Donnie lost earlier, but I'll take it, especially after a night like tonight. It's been super tough. I think we're probably going to stick it out for just a little bit longer and then head back in, because it is late and these fish are being horribly negative, other than this one. So, let's get her back. I don't think she liked me. She didn't stay around or sit there or anything. She wanted to go home. Probably go back to sleep the way they've been acting. But all right, well, let's get the boat back to ready and maybe see if we can see another one. Thank you, Donnie. Oh, look, I still got the paper clip on it. He does too. It's dark, I can't see. But actually, you know what? I probably caught that fish because this was going like this. Tink, tink, tink under there. Because hurricanes aren't loud enough, so you got to add a little extra ting to it.
Well, that's a wrap. First of all, I want to thank Donnie Manz for joining us on this shoot. It's been way too long, Donnie, since we fished together.
Yeah, for sure. It's been fun.
I'll tell you, it's tough fishing, but when it's tough fishing, you just fish tough. And that's exactly what we did. Pretty amazing how this all kind of came together. You know, we started out with the topwater show, didn't work out the way we wanted it to. We switched gears, went to the trolling. We also talked about possibly going back and casting on a few of these fish that we marked, and we made that happen as well. Pretty wild.
Yeah, it's great when it just works out.
Good stuff. Till next week. We'll see you then.